First thing you need to understand is that the Q8F is not the improvement of the Q80D. Even so, in many countries including mine, they are both marketed with the same or similar prices. Hence, many people think that the Q8F is in fact the replacement or improvement of the Q80D, but remember, it is not. The Q80D is much better in everything. The brightness amounts of the Q8F are more than okay both with SDR and HDR content, but the results are better on the Q80D in case, for example, when you need better reflections handling or if you simply need brighter image. The color saturation capacity on both TVs is great. They both have the option for color booster and of course the color parameter that you can increase in case you need much more saturated results. High dynamic range technologies on both TVs are only possible to be enabled or disabled automatically. And keep in mind that no Samsung TVs until now supports Dolby Vision. Dark scenes performance in the Q8F is decent, keeping into account it has LED edge backlighting technology without local dimming. The level of details in fact is good, but the level of clouding is higher, while the results on the Q80D are, as you can see, much better due to its full array backlighting technology with the local dimming feature. You can perceive deeper black colors. No matter if you set the local dimming in low, the performance will remain much better and the levels of details are more than enough. Gray uniformity on both TVs is good with low levels of the dirty screen effect, but it's true that the results are slightly better on the Q80D. Although when watching content with high color volume, the results on both TVs are great. Image upscaling is supposed to be applied by using artificial intelligence, but it is not such a huge thing. I mean, the results are equally good on both TVs, but do not expect that the TVs show a 4K result if the resolution of the content is low. Viewing angles in both TVs are terrible, but this is normal because they both have VA panels. Colors will look washed out when you watch their screens from a wide angle. Motion handling in both models is okay. They can decrease a lot the judder effect. The Q80D can also decrease blur, and the artifacts that you will perceive on both TVs are not annoying. The results are slightly better on the Q80D. About the gaming area, I must say that this version of the Q8F does not support 120Hz in 4K. I don't know if there is a version in other countries compatible with the 120Hz in 4K and also with variable refresh rate technologies. The Q80D has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, all of them compatible with the 120Hz in 4K and with variable refresh rate technologies. Both TVs have game bars with different features, including these picture modes. The auto picture mode is supposed to choose the best picture mode throughout artificial intelligence according to the video game you're going to play. Input lag times on both TVs are good. I think every user will be more than happy with these results. General performance in this gaming area is good on both TVs, but the results are of course better on the Q80D in terms of motion. Plus, the ghosting effect is almost unnoticeable in most cases, while in the Q8F it's slightly noticeable in some scenes, but nothing to be worried about. By the way, in terms of hitting on the screen, the results are super high at the bottom part of the screen in the Q8F. This is normal but somewhat worrying, and it happens in every TV with LED edge backlighting technology. While the hitting on the screen of the Q80D is high because it has greater amounts of brightness and a higher refresh rate, but the results are uniform all over the screen. In terms of inputs, the main difference is that the Q8F has one less HDMI port and the Q80D has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, all of them compatible with the 120Hz in 4K. Talking about this smart area, these are the remotes, also known as one remotes. The main difference is that the remote of the Q8F has the shortcut button for the YouTube app, while the Q80D remote has Disney Plus instead. The operating system of both TVs is Tizen by Samsung, and the difference is that the Q8F has the One UI customization layer, but I perceive that the fluency or smoothness of the operating system is better in the Q80D when you want to open apps, load videos, or access into the settings menu. In both TVs you have the option for voice commands, including the hands-free function. You also have the feature known as multi-view, which can be very useful for many users. Daily Plus and Art mode are possible too. And in terms of apps, you need to understand that they vary according to every country, and you cannot install APK files because Tizen operating system is not based on Android. In order to finish this video, first you must know that the speaker system of the Q80D, both in theory and in practice, is better because it has more bass and overall more powerful experience with a sharpness result. While on the Q8F you won't perceive super powerful results, but at least the sharpness is good too. At the end I will leave you with a slight test so you can more or less notice how they will perform in real life. So, if you guys ask me which one of these TVs is recommended, of course I will have to say the Q80D is the best option. And I will tell you to only buy the Q8F if you can get it in a super cheap price, if you love a lot the Samsung brand, and if you want a 2025 TV without spending too much money. Please let me know at the comment section down below which one of these TVs will you buy and why. I remind you guys you can support my channel by making some purchases through the links I leave in the description and in the first comment. Also click the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and until next time.
Our proud people became refugees. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. And yet, they could not shatter our unity.